Hello and welcome to PlayPerfect Mechabellum. I'm your host, Time for Miracle, joined by Mag1 Pro and caster Wonderboat, who is currently in a 4-game win streak, going for 5.
Let's go.
See anything you like here? I'm seeing a whole lot of things I do not like.
Yeah, certainly not my favorite, but I think I'm gonna go for the Fire Badger specialist here.
Okay,
Has
sure.
some nice units, and this SBC got changed. It comes a little bit later than it used to, now round 3, but it does get 10 more meters of range, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, definitely. It's really interesting. Range is often very powerful stat, so it could mean a lot. Could mean not so much, but for a low range unit like Badger, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, pretty handy to have. Looks like we're up against Stormcallers, so I'm thinking we get some crawlers going, and I think we can actually play the standard. So we'll just have crawlers behind the towers, sledges just slightly above the tower, marksmen sort of checkerboarded between the two sledgehammers, and we'll see what happens.
Seems like a plan to me. Can't say I'm a fan of seeing a standard gameplay, but, you know, it does make sense. This is the thing we have consigned ourselves to. Oh, he's elite, by the way.
Oh, wow, okay.
Do you think he ever plays aggro with the elite pack here? How do you feel about elite and standard nowadays? Is that like an unattractive proposition or not?
I think the common consensus is no, but some people don't mind it. Now, what's interesting here is that he has to buy level 2 chaff, which is kind of a big downside. It's going to feed us lots of experience, and I mean, whether it's blue or white chaff, they function pretty similarly.
Indeed, and against the Sledgehammer specifically, they do one-tap the blue crawlers, unlike other Chaffly units, so Sledge is uniquely well-suited to do well on this round 1, unlike perhaps most round 1s for Chaffly versus elites.
Yeah, for sure. At least versus Arclights, you can like get that extra hit in, so you don't feel too bad, but yeah, Sledgehammers are just perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these right-side Sledges, though, did not do their job to tank the storms. They just died immediately.
Unlucky. Yeah, looks like he's going to sneak out a small win here, but that's all right.
Yeah, that seems great for round 1 versus elite. Not unhappy about that at all. Well, we have some Hounds. Only one air unit here. I'm not sure how I feel about the Hounds in standard, but maybe the Scorpion makes some sense for our opponent since we're playing Sledges. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm also not super enthusiastic about the Hounds in a standard matchup. I think I just want to take the longest range unit, so the Scorpion in this case. Just makes sense in a long-range battle like this. It's not really so good yet, but having it in our pocket, it may be useful down the line.
Sure. Also, do we have... Let's see, what do we have in our scope? We do have Siege. Are you a Siege enjoyer?
I am not. The attack speed, like the slow, is just way too much for me. So I have it on the bar, though, sometimes, just for like Melter versus Scorpion battles, but I usually just stay away from it.
I see. Makes sense. I think that's pretty much the common consensus, you know. But
Yeah.
It's really cool, you know. Inquiring minds want to know, do we think Siege is good? The answer is no.
At least for me, yeah. I think in a position like this, we just need some more chaff clear. We'll pick up a sledge, pick up a crawler, keep things simple. Hopefully we can just react to what the opponent does.
For sure. Do you think it makes more sense than usual for us to commit more into sledges here since our opponent's elite?
I'm kind of ambivalent on that. I kind of just want sledges because they're good tanks and they're really good chaff clear into the blue crawlers. As for positioning, we can just keep the Sledgehammer on the helipad, the crawler all the way in the back, and Scorpion can just wedge in between some tanks.
Unsurprisingly, our opponent has also gone for the Scorpion. He has also gone for even more blue crawlers, so our sledges are definitely getting a lot of value in terms of the, like, you know, one-shotting blue crawlers thing, at least.
Yeah, definitely not unhappy about that. He did take the Scorpion, so we're a little sad to have so many sledges, but honestly, I think it's okay. Like, we're not committed. We're just going to use these as mostly tanks. We'll probably even get better chaff clear down the line.
For sure. I mean, we're already in an anti-swarm unit, you know. We have Scorpion.
Maybe they
very good at clearing chaff.
Yeah, maybe all we need.
I mean, I always say it as a meme, of course, like anti-swarm unit, but it's literally called an anti-swarm unit in the game, and also it's unironically kinda good at clearing chaff sometimes. Like, all
Yeah.
memes aside, like, it's got 15 meters of splash. That can't be that bad, right?
Yeah, for sure. It ain't bad.
Oh, also we have Badgers. Oh, right. So how do you feel about this? Oh, that question aside, we do have cards also. These look just horrible. Maybe airdrop? How do you feel?
Yeah, not the best cards for sure. It's like never improved Overlord, sadly, even though that's a great card. It's just not very good in a standard matchup here. Elite Mustang is pickable. I'm a little afraid of fire on the ground, so I think I'm going to say no. I think I'm just going to skip here.
All right, sure. Makes sense. So do you think this Badger means anything to us, given that it has 10 extra range?
Oh my gosh, that's true. Maybe I should keep it, but I also kind of want to sell it.
Okay. I mean, hey, up to you. I think it's kind of cool, but I think it's also kind of a meme. It's rather short range for standard.
Yeah, let's sell it. I'm really sorry, everyone who loves fire badgers, but he just doesn't belong, you know?
Poor guy. Maybe I'll get some screen time next time.
I'm liking all these levels. I think that's like the first thing I would do. And then we'll be left with 500 after that. And I think we want just more long-range units. So I'm just going to buy 2 marksmen and 1 crawler. And we'll take enhancements with any leftover money. And yeah, just still reactive is basically the name of the game here. Attack is great.
Yeah, definitely love the reactive choice here. Always feels like the, waiting for bear, like, commonly said statement is such a powerful strategy, and standard is definitely not an exception to that, I don't think.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you don't really want to buy giants because they cost so much to unlock. So if you can just get them for free, that's great. And reacting, I think, in general is very strong in standard because you just take such little HP damage in most battles that it's more about who does the right transitions.
For sure, yeah, very slow-paced format. Also, nice thing to point out is our blue marksman in the middle right here, right of the helipad, is getting an insta-lock on the Scorpion. Looks super good.
Yeah, that was super fortunate. And I'm kind of willing to take range on these marksmen pretty soon. Like, that'll help with their locks, killing the arc lights, killing the storms at the end of the battle. So I think it looks probably the next thing we're going to get.
For sure. Also, our opponent has his chaff position very, very far back, so we might incentivize him to build some more chaff further up if we do that. Might get a nice tempo round or something.
Yeah, we'll probably react to forward chaff if he does that. Try and kill it ASAP.
For sure. We got some pretty nice looking items. We could also have Assault Melting Points. Probably not something we're looking for in a standard matchup. Decreasing your range, probably not a good thing. Also, notably, a spell. You're notably a spell hater, Wonderboat. Do you still hate Smoke Bomb in standard?
I mean, I know it's good, but I don't think I'm going to take it here. I'm actually just going to skip, to be honest. I'm not really interested in any of these.
Oh my god, you hate the items? Oh my. No items and those spells.
Nope.
All
I think what we're lacking here is chaff clear, unfortunately. So I think we're going to sell this Scorpion. I just feel like he doesn't belong, honestly. Like, I don't know. There's just not big targets for him. It's just really going to be shooting crawlers, and other things can do that better.
So Scorpion's not an anti-swarm unit, is what you're saying?
There's just not enough swarm, you know?
Okay. So we're waiting for more crawlers. Let me build them again. I got it.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Understood.
Perfect.
So we can aim more into Sledgehammers here, or like with range or something, or what do you think?
It's super tempting. Yeah, why don't we try that? We can do 3 blue sledges.
Oh, the blue sledge.
Sometimes you gotta buy blue, you know? We'll just spread them out, everything on the same row. We'll take the levels, and that'll be perfect money. We'll be set up to take multiple techs next round, and hopefully that does the trick. We might be in trouble if he buys more Scorpions, but, you know, we're just gonna pray.
Yeah, sure. I gotta say, I do love this Wonderboat special of buy 3 blue units. Big fan
My
of this.
favorite.
Oh, I love this too. I think it's so nice on like an all-arounder unit, like a Sledgehammer too. Benefits from all of its stats. It's also fixing our chaff clear problem this round. Although I guess for Sledge in particular, maybe it'd be a bit happier to have like a tech here, maybe. But you know, missing the 3 blue deploys is something I'm not willing to do.
Exactly. It's like a greedy play, you know?
Yeah, very greedy. I love greed, so big fan. What do we have on our sledges, by the way? Do we have EMP if he commits more into Scorpion? We do have EMP.
Ooh, yeah, that could be huge. That's like the one way you can beat some of the sledge's common counters, such as Scorpion.
For sure.
Even like War Factory sometimes. As crazy as that sounds, like EMP is just broken, man.
It is, yeah. EMP is so strong. It's definitely one of the reasons that you, much less commonly than in lower MMR games, see high-level players commit into almost 0 techs that are not range. Since range keeps you safe from EMP or helps you manipulate your unit timings and tankings and all that. Well, we
For
got
sure.
an EMP spell, also Acid, probably not the choice. There's the improved boat you didn't like earlier. Assault Vulcan.
Well, improved Overlord may be okay here because with sledges, they tank for them, so I think we can try here.
Okay, sure. I'm excited for it. I love me some improved Overlord. What
So
is...
we may delay one turn, though, on the boats.
Yeah, makes sense. Want to solve our traffic clear first, probably, right?
Yeah, we got some techs that we really want to take here. So, like, Mechanical Rage on the Sledgehammers, I think is the most important. We can see he's got a lot of crawlers at this point. And I'm thinking if I want to range these marksmen or not. It's probably right, because he's got these arc lights with range. And I just want to make sure I match it and get those locks early. We'll take the levels, and leftover money is just a few chaff. And then we'll get the boats next round.
Do you think he ever commits into, like, range Scorpion here, and then we're really happy to commit into bow next round, maybe?
Yeah, that's part of the appeal, honestly. It's just that he has no anti-air. And as I said, sledges are just wonderful with overlords because of the ranges being perfect.
Mm-hmm, for sure. We do have improved both those, so we have extra range for our boats.
I believe that's not the case anymore. Once upon a time it was, but nowadays you get splash in its stead.
Oh, sorry, do we not get 20 range on our boats anymore?
Sadly, no longer, but the splash that we get nowadays is pretty crazy.
Oh, you're so right, yeah. My bad. I'm still in 2024 boat, you're right. We only get splash, but splash is an incredible stat for boats, so this is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I kind of low-key like it more.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I think range is a very powerful stat in Overlords, but it's really... It's very odd. It would require a lot of explanation, but it has a lot of weird nuances with like the way the ground cannon and launch overload and stuff like that works. You can like run a bar that like only works with improved Overlord. You can run a bar that like only works with mass prod boat. Like it's really weird. Odd
Yeah.
unit range is a stat that impacts it in many different ways.
Super true. What the heck are these?
These are really weird. I mean, we have a bunch of things that die to improve boats, and we have some really big fangs. I don't know if we want the big fangs, but you know, it's always maybe a fang transitions on the horizon, perhaps if you're down.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one though.
Super weird here. I think we just take like the phoenixes and start selling them.
Yeah, sure. I like it.
We need 2 boats here for sure. We got to get them going. That's like most of our money. Dang, these things are expensive.
Yeah. I mean, they do have rather high baseline function though, by virtue of being improved boats. They have very good splash.
True, true. I think we move them back maybe like 30, 40 meters. Maybe tough, but like anywhere lower would be fantastic. And then leftover money is just going to be, yeah, probably some levels. Maybe I favor the marksmans.
When do you think that we should start temp ranging? Like next turn?
Great question. Yeah, I think next round sounds great. I mean, I actually would have loved to do it now, but I'm greedy, you know?
I'm also greedy. I'm sitting here in my head thinking, like, you know, it's like round 6 or playing standard. Like, I'm down to temp range the rest of the game, but, you know.
Yeah, you're so right.
Also greed.
Well, he's an observant player. Looks like he bought anti-air knowing that we have improved overlords.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he also committed further into Scorpion. Did he commit any techs? He did commit into Scorpion range against the improved Overlord, despite noticing that it's there.
Yeah, so kind of decent moves from him. Also, the acid was pretty good. I actually kind of forgot it existed, but I think we kind of did all right versus it.
Yeah, I think it's totally fine. I mean, I think even if we noticed it existed, we wouldn't have played around it, right?
Yeah, probably
That's why I
not.
didn't say anything.
Yeah, like look how far forward he put it. We would have to bubble so far forward. It doesn't really make any sense.
For sure, and he's elite too, right? So it's like really, really, really expensive for him to do it and play his turn. So I don't think I'm playing around my elite opponents putting an acid here on this turn. That ain't happening. No way. Oh, this
man,
is so much.
Close.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great for his second turn of acid, I think. That's amazing.
Yeah, they both leveled. Look at that. Super heavy. Is it time?
Wait, that is a damage item Stormcaller over here, by the way.
Oh my god.
Okay, anyways, moving on. Also, sorry, these are ranged level 4 fangs. Talking about the cards
dang.
now. We have some things that are very good for our opponent if he likes more spells. We also have a super heavy, as you mentioned.
Yeah, pretty interesting cards here. Like, I kind of want to burn the fangs, But on the same token, he'll just bubble them. So like, I'm just gonna take super heavy, make a big boat, see if he's smart enough to go melter. You know, skill check him.
Sure. In general, I think it provides this interesting conundrum to him of like, how do you kill the big boat and also kill all the sledges and also not have
Yeah.
your board die? So I really like it for that reason.
Yeah, for sure. I do think we might be getting early locked by the scorpions, so I'm thinking we just do like a crawler all the way in the front center, maybe with a slight left bias, just because his scorpions are left biased. Perfect. And yeah, probably some more boat investments, like probably one more boat, take a boat level, and pretty much that's the turn. I like the position of this boat, just sitting on the helipad, nice and even with the others.
I like it a lot too. Kind of lined up with the scorpion and his big fang.
Yeah, we can sell
Notably,
the
where you're
Phoenix.
still greeting, not getting our temp range.
Yeah, temp range and okay, we'll get it next turn. We don't need to loan. We're chilling.
We don't need no stinking temp range. We have the better board long term, clearly. We do not need temper.
Well,
Okay, how do you feel about this Sledge Scorpion situation? Do you want to like commit into like Sledge range and EMP for this, or do you want to just like keep having him run in with the mech rage?
I don't really like that they're running it down mid. They're kind of suiciding, but I also don't want to invest into them because I just think they've kind of served their purpose at this point. I'm more interested in like protecting them with like a chaff rather than like giving them techs.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just thinking more about the overlords at this point. Like I want to buy more of them and take a tech finally, take that temp range every turn, and I'm hoping that that will scale super well into him.
Yeah, for sure. How do you feel about this improved boat bar that we are running in standard, by the way? We have cannon, launcher, wasp storm, and photon, right?
Yeah, generally in standard, you want the range at the very minimum, and then ideally launcher overlord load just in case you want more DPS.
For sure. Well, we have more boat items. We could further incentivize our opponent to go into Melter against us by taking this nano. Does that sound appealing?
I mean, he's like deep into marksman, so like honestly, I don't mind it. So yeah, we can nano and level a boat, I think.
Sure. Oh man, this thing is huge. It's gonna be 180,000 HP. What a beast.
So unfortunately, we don't have the standard techs that I would like here. So I think we just won't be teching boats unless we get so many of them that we can justify Wasp Swarm. But certainly for now, we cannot. So I'm thinking we just have these tanky boats and actually do something completely different. Like maybe the sledge you talked about, like range and EMP, give that a shot.
Sure.
And then we
I think it
loan.
potentially does cause our boats to get locked by the AA marksman, right? But honestly, it's probably not even that big a deal considering they're so tanky.
Exactly. I really want to deploy 2 units and take temp range. This is impossible though. And I don't really want to sell anything, so I think we're just going to deploy 2 more chaff. And probably just have them on, yeah, either in the back or on the wings.
It's fine. We'll get temp range next game, okay? Don't worry about it. It's fine. We don't need temp range.
It's kind of sad, honestly.
Wow, we went for Wasp against Improved Boat. That is definitely a mistake. Improved Boat is incredibly good at clearing Wasp.
Yeah, the splash makes a huge difference against such small units.
For sure. Like, I think Improved Boat pretty reliably kills the entire Wasp pack in one barrage, which is devastating.
If we had
Let's see.
splash, definitely, but
Okay,
it
our
still
boat
does
did
great.
not shoot the right spot. It's okay. Just disregard what I said. It's okay. Don't look at the right side. It didn't miss one. It's fine.
Dang, he's got a lot of DPS on that marksman. It must have an item or something.
Yeah, he does still have that damage item storm, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is still damage item, so that is the same original damage item storm. Hopefully that does not get moved to a boat at some point. Well, this range EMP sledge turn did not look incredible for us. Do you think this is due to anything in particular, or do we just need like more sledges? More sledge, more better? What's the plan?
The problem is that I think we're getting locked really early on our sledgehammers by scorpions.
Makes sense.
So it's a little tricky. He's got acid here. Let's not forget that.
For sure. Yeah. For sure, for sure. Well, our
So in a spot
opponents-
like this, it's easy Mustang, right?
For sure, for sure. I see Mustangs, I click Mustangs. I'm assuming our opponent is also seeing Mustangs and clicking Mustangs.
True, true.
I mean, it's 3 deploys of blue Mustangs, man. What's not to like, you know? Like, it is what it
Exactly.
is. Especially when our opponent has 3 packs of level 4+ ranged fangs, by the way. Like, these guys are
Yeah.
not messing around.
So we got some problems to solve here. We definitely got to range these Mustangs and set up 2 of them to kill each Wasp. One of them maybe smack dab in the middle. And Acid, do we care? I mean, I care, but do I want to bubble? That's the question.
I mean, I think we care a lot, right? I think it's really, really bad for us. Our opponents like Mustangs, Fangs, Arclights, even Storms get to shoot acid sledges.
Yeah, it's probably true. I'm thinking 2 bubbles, just one above the left tower, one above the right tower. Temp range immediately before we self-deprecate too much. And let's see. I think we just need a bunch more chaff and take as many levels as we can.
Yeah, I agree. We do expect our opponent to be adding 3 blue Mustangs to zone this turn, but it is what it is.
Yeah, chaff's still good. So just levels and enhancements, anything we can fit in. Awesome. Very far
Those
forward again.
Photon Rhinos? What?
Yeah.
Those are
text them.
orange. Oh, he did the thing. He did the thing. He clicked elites. Elite recruits as elites.
Oh my
That's how he
gosh.
has orange rhinos. Oh my gosh. The
The
play.
madman.
Actual madman. Okay, well, orange rhinos are not it, so that's really good for us. That's so cool, though. It's so
Did he
cool
take
that
them
you can
from
buy
the
orange.
unit reinforcements, maybe?
I don't think so. I think he just did it from his tower because he's elite, right? Yeah, he just did it from his
Okay.
tower. Holy.
Wow.
That's sick. I mean, it
What a
didn't look
monster.
good, but that's sick.
Yeah.
It's really cool that you can do that now. That's so fun.
Yeah, I love that interaction so much.
Yeah. And also now it also stops you if you were like stupid, like, you know, a friend of mine, not me of course, but a friend of mine who habitually clicks elite recruitment on elite when they want blue Mustangs because, you know, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Anyways,
Sure,
moving on
sure.
from that, we have laser sights, very good item. We also have EMP, very, very good spell in standard or anywhere, anytime, honestly. Super cheap. How do you feel between the spell and the item?
I think it's the additional deployment slot.
Oh, really? I think he's
And-
dying this turn. Do we care?
I want the additional deployment. We're going to make 4 blue Mustangs.
4 blue Mustang. Okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
down. I love Mustangs. Absolutely.
We're in a temp range because, of course, we'll forget otherwise.
I do this first thing for that exact reason every time.
And then, honestly, is it 4 bubbles? Maybe.
What spells are offered? There's like EMP, right? So we probably want to make sure our sledges / Mustangs maybe don't get EMP'd. Probably they're not getting EMP'd. Probably just sledges.
Yeah, the main thing I'm worried about is like the Scorpion instantly popping the bubble or the Marksman. So like I'm wondering if they're just int because, you know, we could instead just take a bunch of levels, maybe feel good about that, or attack enhancement with all these Mustangs. Like, dang,
for
some really
sure.
good options.
Yeah. Honestly, really love the attack enhancement with the Mustangs angle.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just such a powerful thing to do when you have tons of units that deal like very discrete amounts of damage.
100%. Okay, there's
Wow,
the
that's a
oil.
deep oil.
Yeah, that's another reason I wanted bubbles. I was like a little bit afraid of fire. It looks like he does have fire. So, uh-oh, bit of a disaster.
Yeah, that is indeed a mild disaster.
But if we live, you know, we're chilling.
Yeah, if we live, we probably just click anti-missile on the Mustangs and we're big chillin'.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's,
Come on, boys. Come on.
It's looking okay. It's
Got
fine.
big
it's
boats,
fine.
big boats.
That boat is huge. It has 180k HP on the right side. Yeah, we're fine, right? We have like 1800 HP. Yeah, we're big chillin'.
Yeah,
It's
we're
all
chilling.
good. We don't need no stinking HP.
Like, he's got like 1300, 1400 left, I think. And we're killing as we speak, so yeah, we're good.
Yeah, there's even only like 2 marksmen left. They probably killed the boat after it kills the storm. Yeah, it's okay. Excellent. Well, he's definitely dead now, right? Since he got his fire turn, it didn't kill us.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what you said is great. Just the missile interceptor tech here. And also big bubbles.
Yeah, big bubbles is super powerful. Our opponent does have fire available, by the way.
That's true. You can't really intercept that, so I think it's time to make use of these bubbles.
For sure. Maybe we actually get our forward deploys of chaff this turn. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
we do have one crawler to stop this currently, the bubble destruction you're talking about. But hey, You know, maybe everything else we've done is more important than this.
True, true. I'm thinking like 5 bubbles. Like these bubbles are so OP. I freaking love this card.
Oh yeah, same. I love this card so much. I've seen people even take it like really, really early in matches, like way long ago. It doesn't happen too much nowadays, but used to people bubble for tempo so aggressively, and this thing is so insane if it doesn't die and use it for tempo.
Oh, for sure. Oh, by the way, can we make him burn his own Stormcallers? Is that good? Like we could put crawlers just like touching his other Stormcallers.
Oh, true. I kind of like that. It's kind of funny. I mean, at the
And we
very
could-
least, it kills his crawlers, right?
Yeah, true. And like we have additional deployment. We can justify this. We got tons of levels too, so like we just buy some crawlers. Can even do underground crawlers if we want. Like there's so many good lines here.
Yeah, I agree. We have a lot of good choices.
Replicate's fine too. I mean, why not? Probably just another chaff here. Finish off the turn.
Seems great. Well, quite a weird board we picked up here. We have these Omega huge boats. We have some range EMP sledges that are very powerful versus the opponent's Scorpions and Arclights. Stuff and doing a job. There's also some orange big rhinos from our opponent. They seem rather out of place considering how quick they're dying, but very interesting use of the elite recruitments on elites.
Certainly. May have been a turning point, the rhinos, but
Yeah, honestly, I was a bit concerned we were dying, by the way, and then like he clicked orange rhinos and it looked horrible, and I was like, oh, nice, we're chilling. Yeah, sometimes it'd be that way, man. Sometimes you're like, oh, there's this problem that we need to solve with our board, and you like click a thing that does that problem solve, and then actually that was not at all the problem you needed in your board. Like, the fact that we had all this precision DPS not getting used was in fact a good thing for our opponent, but he gave us a target for it, and it did not work out for him.
yeah, exactly.
Well, awesome game. Really cool to see the standard unteched sludge boats.
Yeah,
Truly a sight to behold.
that was something for sure. You got the big fangs as well, the rhinos in standard, elite
Oh,
standard.
yeah.
Just
I
crazy.
forgot this even happens. Man, these guys did not do anything. Holy.
Poor guys.
Poor Fangs, man. Fangs and standard. That's why I didn't hype up that standard Fang line more. That thing is terrible. This is a really good boat, though. Wow. Awesome
I know,
stuff.
right?
These improved boat stats, man. Like, it looks so good. Like, the
Mhm.
stats in their cards, that is. Also, the stat of the card itself is great, but yeah,
For
individual
sure.
units from super well. Awesome. Clean game. Other than the fact we almost died, but hey, awesome stuff. Well, Wonderboat is now currently on a 5-game win streak, and I'm your host, Time for Miracle, here joined by Wonderboat. Thanks for watching.